Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Team Gullit YouTube channel. My name is Renzo and today we're back with another tutorial. Today we're gonna discuss crossing. Crossing is really effective in FIFA 21 right now, compared to maybe like FIFA 20. FIFA 19 we already had like the crazy crossing with the El Tornado and the flick ups and stuff, but now crossing seems balanced. It's actually very decent to use. And surprise, there's one really overpowered cross once again. But we will get back later into that. And there's also a new cross, so check it out. So first of all, we're starting off with the regular cross. Regular cross isn't the most spectacular of crosses. Also isn't the most situational cross, in my opinion, because the regular cross is just, it's kind of random. But as you can see in this situation right here, where Mane is just in inches of space, and yeah, you just want to reach him. If you're gonna try and pass it like low pass, like through the ground, it is literally going to get intercepted by the defender. So what you do here, you just tap the cross button, maybe 1 to 2 bars power, and you're just gonna reach the striker that's in inches of space. You can also see examples here of just random crosses, and they reach their target, but it's pretty random. So up next is the Lofted Cross. Lofted Cross, the word already says it kind of. It is a cross that really, it's a cross that is played up real high into the air. Pretty much that's what it's all about. And the thing is, why this cross is so special in FIFA is because it allows the attacker to actually just go into a jumping duel pretty much with the defender. Like you can see here, Orsic versus, I think it's Semedo. Orsic probably is already a little bit taller, judging what I can see from now. He might be like 2 or 3 centimeters taller, not really that spectacular, but anyway, what you can see here is these crosses are being played in kind of a height where the players still have to jump into the aerial duel. And if you have, for example, somebody at the back post, you can literally just whip it in by using the Lofted Cross. And if that's CR7 versus any fullback, it's pretty much over. But still, if it's against like taller center backs or whatever, if your attacker has a good jumping statistic and he already is pretty tall, or even like even lengthwise, it is just so good. It's such an effective cross. Definitely you want to be using this if somebody's open at the back post. Salah here, for example, it's just in order to reach him, but like is shown with Orsic, that is beautiful. Up next, I want you to know something real quick before we get into the early cross. In this case, this year's FIFA 21 assisted has a crossing is really good. So put your cross assistance on assisted, and you will definitely start benefiting from this overpowered cross. Like I show you here, this cross, guys, the early cross, it is ridiculous this year. That on first, look at this. Look how powerful that cross was to Aubameyang. And the thing is with the early cross is that the early cross, it's used to be when really somebody is like, of your attacking players, like getting a little bit in front of his defender, and you just play the early cross to reach him, so the ball gets like played a little bit in front of the attacker, and if he's quicker, he should be able to reach the ball. But like you've seen there, like the clip before with Aubameyang, he wasn't really. This exactly is what I mean. But look how powerful these crosses are. They're so powerful, they're so accurate. I think it has something to do with the assisted crossing, because if you don't have it unassisted, it's not that great. So hopefully this does get patched because it's really powerful. Look at this. Like Griezmann here wasn't really in front of his defender. It was just behind there. The crossers are just so good, and yeah, it is impossible to defend. So just use it for now. But don't use it if you're playing me or any of the Team Gullit players, guys, because it's almost indefendable. But enjoy it as long as it lasts. So up next is actually a variant of the early cross. It is called the ground-driven cross, I think. It's just a low cross pretty much, but it's also an early cross because in this case, you press R1 or RB on Xbox and square or X on Xbox, twice in order to play an early cross through the ground, pretty much on the ground. And what this does, it is actually a little bit easier usually for the attacker to finish. I mean, I wouldn't trust everyone to volley it in as good, but look at how powerful these crosses are as well. This is just, it is something to do with the R1 crossing, I think, right now in FIFA 21, and having the crossing assisted unassisted. It is just a little bit too powerful for you guys to not use. So definitely do try this out. If it works for you, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But usually you want to be using this cross. So let's say this all-powerful stuff and gets patched. You can still use this cross pretty effectively. This cross, like I said before, if your attacker is getting a little bit in front of his defender, like the guy that's marking him, the ground-driven cross, so just R1 and double tap square, is really effective in order to just reach the attacker and he can just tap it in. Last but not least, we have a new cross actually in FIFA 21. It is not like we haven't really figured out yet in what specific situation this new cross could be like deadly or anything, but like you've seen here, it does look like this cross is meant to be played in front of the player a little bit and on like chest height or knee height, like you will see in a different example. But yeah, it's not a driven cross. You can't really play this, like I said before, if your man is like a little bit in front. But like you can see here, like this goal with Dembele, it's actually in the same bicycle kick as well. But it is kind of just a cross in order to reach your player in space by chest height. It doesn't really look like it's a cross specifically usable in particular situations. But like this clip, yeah, you can use it. So I recommend you guys to just experiment with it. But this upcoming clip right now is actually very interesting. That's why we're not sure yet like what this cross is all about, because this one is actually on like knee height, but it's a really good cross, a really good pass into Renato Sanchez, who actually messes it up. But yeah guys, this is just a new cross, and I just want you to know that you use L1 and R1, LB and RB, and just keep experimenting with it. So yeah guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the crossing tutorial, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the Team Gullit YouTube channel. My name is Renzo, and I will check you guys in the next video where we will probably start analyzing something else.